Welcome back, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled you're here for today's explainer because we are going to unpack the profound underlying psychology of self-belief. And we're going to do this by walking through a truly compelling story of transformation. It's a story about the architecture of our own minds, how we build up these invisible barriers, and more importantly, how we tear them down to recognize our true power. All right, let's dive right in. Picture a rainy morning in New York City. The streets are gray, umbrellas are just bumping into each other, and thousands of people are rushing to work heads down. Every day, millions of people wake up believing they're completely ordinary. It's a heavy thought, right? Think about how easy it is to fall into that exact mindset on a gloomy Tuesday morning. Honestly, maybe you felt it yourself. Our protagonist today, a 28-year-old named Ethan, well, he certainly did. Part 1, the ordinary life and the hidden dream. We really see a stark contrast here in Ethan's daily existence. His reality? He's working in a dusty warehouse, constantly scanning boxes. He's physically exhausted, he's falling behind, and he regularly takes the brunt of his boss yelling at him to just move faster, and he just nods silently. But late at night, in his small apartment, he harbors this hidden dream. He has a secret notebook, and scrawled across the front are the words, "My own company." Inside are drawings and business ideas that absolutely no one else sees. But sitting there in the quiet of his room, the sheer weight of his reality just crushes that hidden dream. He looks at his ideas, thinks, maybe one day, and then abruptly snaps the notebook shut, telling himself, no, people like me don't become successful. Ethan is really acting as a proxy for almost all of us here. I mean, how many times have you closed the book on a brilliant idea before you even started, simply because you didn't think you fit the mold of a successful person? Part 2, the turning point and confronting the lie. So Ethan is sitting on a bench one afternoon, looking utterly defeated, when an old homeless man notices him and asks him why he walks like he's already lost. The old man then poses a really fascinating question. What separates successful people from everyone else? I want you to actually think about how you would answer this right now, because the old man is priming Ethan and us for a massive mindset-shifting realization. Ethan answers the exact way most of us would when we're feeling down. He says, because life doesn't give people like me a chance. He entirely blames his lack of opportunity. But the old man just smiles at him and delivers a hard truth. That's the biggest lie you've ever believed. It's not the world holding Ethan back. It's the lie he's telling himself about how the world works. So the old man breaks it down. He asks Ethan what the secret ingredient to success actually is. Is it talent? No, the old man says. Strike that through. Is it money? No. Strike that too. Is it luck? Still no. Look, these are the 3 most common excuses we all use as shields to justify staying stuck in a life we aren't satisfied with. But if it's not talent, money, or luck, then what is it? After a long pause, the old man delivers the real answer. They simply stopped asking for permission. Just let that sink in for a second. The people who make their dreams a reality, they don't wait for someone to tap them on the shoulder. They don't wait for perfect conditions or for the world to validate them. They just give themselves the permission to pursue it. Part 3, the awakening and the shift in action. That single sentence from the old man changed absolutely everything. I mean, look at how these new habits start to stack up. 1, he starts waking up at 5 a.m. 2, he starts reading books. 3, he goes online to actually learn how business works. 4, he starts exercising daily. And 5, after a brutal warehouse shift, he comes home and works on his own idea. He completely replaced his excuses with relentless, disciplined action. Now, he didn't feel motivated. He finally understood his power. This is absolutely crucial. This wasn't about some fleeting burst of motivation. Let's be real. Motivation fades fast when you're dead tired after a warehouse shift. This routine was fueled by a permanent, deep-seated understanding that he had the internal power to dictate his own actions. He was finally giving himself permission. Part 4, the value of failure and the ordeal. Months later, despite all those 5 a.m. wake-ups and the grueling hard work, his first business fails. His bank account is nearly empty. He stares at his laptop, and the screen just coldly reads, "Project failed." He completely breaks down, crying out that he knew he wasn't good enough. It's a sudden, brutal, emotional crash. But right in that dark moment, the old man's wisdom echoes in his mind. Failure doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're becoming stronger. It's a complete reframing of the entire situation. Failure isn't a sign of incompetence. It's not a signal that you should pack it up and quit. It is literally the resistance training required to build the strength you need for the next attempt. Part 5, the comeback and the resurrection. Now, this wasn't an overnight fix. It was months of more learning, which naturally led to, you guessed it, even more mistakes. Then those months turned into years of relentless persistence, until one day, a notification pops up on his phone. First, major client confirmed. Ethan just freezes. Tears fill his eyes. The grueling passage of time and the sheer grit he developed had finally paid off. Part 6, recognizing your power and true success. Fast forward 3 years. Ethan is now walking into a modern office. Employees are bustling around him. He possesses a calm confidence he once deeply lacked. Now, the world around him didn't change. Ethan changed. Most people spend their entire lives searching for false power, right? Things like money, status, and approval. But standing on a rooftop overlooking the city, Ethan realizes the ultimate truth. Real power begins the exact moment you stop doubting yourself. You are stronger than your fears. All those anxieties keeping you from opening that notebook or taking that very first step, you have the internal capacity to overcome them. You are bigger than your failures. Just like Ethan staring at that project failed screen, your past business or personal missteps are just stepping stones. They do not dictate your future potential in any way. They're just making you stronger. And the life you want begins the moment you recognize your power. It all connects right back to the daily choices you make. The decision to stop asking the world for permission and to start giving it to yourself. We'll leave it right here with this final thought. Recognize your power. The world changes when you do. Think about Ethan the next time you wake up feeling ordinary. Stop waiting for luck or money or talent. Change your internal belief and just watch how your external world transforms. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer today, and I really challenge you to walk away ready to change your world.